We're going to mix this Tide Bond 2 with drywall mud. Let's see how well it works. Let's do this experiment. I'm mixing up about a half a teaspoon of this glue into the drywall mud. We're going to do an experiment. I'm going to get it mixed in really good. Alright, now let's put this on this here. We're going to glue it to the face of another piece of drywall. Alright, so face to face, we're going to see how well this bonds. Going to let this dry. Alright, now. Alright, we're also going to glue and put some of this drywall mud on this edge here. And we're going to glue it. Alright, now we're going to put this down here and we're going to let this dry. And we're going to see how well it bonds. Alright. When this is dry, we will take it off and see just how well it bonds with that Tide Bond 2 glue mixed into the drywall mud. Okay, this paint dyed way too dark. I got some more paint, and that's the wrong color as well. That's more orange. It looks really brown in this, but it's not brown. It's really more orange. And we got this paint here, which is going to do the trick. Now, for some reason, in this photo, it's showing a lot darker than what it actually is. So my settings must be off, but that's pretty accurate on the dark brown. All right. So I got to go over this. All right. All right. This is the China bristles. All right, good coverage. Unfortunately, the color is off. This is quite a bit darker than what it actually is, but this is going to look really good. I'll have to make adjustments on this camera because the colors are darker, considerably darker. All right, so there you have it. Hi, I'm Ken. This is Home Improvement Tips. We're doing this drywall mud and glue experiment where I used Tide Bond 2 glue and glued this drywall pieces to the drywall to see how well it's going to work. And now it has dried, and let's see how it's turned out. Okay, here we have it. First thing I want to do is how hard, because this should be considerably harder than regular drywall mud. All right, yes, that is very hard. All right, we're just testing that for hardness. Okay. Yeah, this is considerably harder, and the consistency, yeah, that's tough. That is very tough. Now, you see it's breaking down, but that's hard. Now let's see how easily it removes this. I glued this on edge. All right. I am shaking this whole board here. Now I can snap it, so I'm going to put some pressure. Let's see if it makes any noise. All right, it broke it off from itself. As you see, it's still glued in place here. All right, so this drywall mud and glue is very good. All right, look at this, and I am pushing down in here to try to, and I barely penetrated it. All right, let's see if I can break it loose here. Let me see if I can't. Wow, I just slid this whole knife to get that off of there. You can see the drywall, it's glued this in place, and yeah, this is taking a fair amount of force. Okay, we see it's pretty tough. Now let's see about this glued face to face. That was just kind of loose, but okay, this is all loose. Okay, let's get down here. Let's see what it's going to take to remove this, because it's, again, I glued it face to face, and that's having to go in there, and I'm literally having to press and cut in order to get this off here. So this glue and drywall mud mixed, I have to say, is very, very impressive. That bonded very well. That become one. So mixing glue with your drywall mud definitely will strengthen it, improve it. It speeds up the drying time. That it does. It shortens the drying time considerably. So you have to play with it and figure out how you're going to use it and how much to put in. In this video I showed you what I started with and how I mixed it. I've also did a patch in an area, and that's where I noticed when I was spreading it on the wall and working it, I had maybe 5 minutes, maybe just 3 or 4 minutes. Anyways, do your own testing. I guess I should do a comparison of just drywall mud versus drywall mud with glue. Now I use Tide Bond 2. Tide Bond 3 is waterproof. Tide Bond 2 is semi-waterproof. So now you know. You can mix glue into your drywall mud to strengthen it. And it's bonded, as you can tell. Well, remember, never give up, because there's always a way. Always, we have to find out what that way is. And 2, tell a friend. It's a win-win-win. Save this for a future reference. And let me know where you're watching from. You know, out of the country, somewhere here in the United States. I like to know where you're at. It's just kind of cool to see where your audience is. So I look forward to hearing from you. Take care. God bless. This is Home Improvement Tips, and I'm Ken. And God bless, and bye for now. And let's keep this country, this world up in prayer. And bye. Yep, that's on there. Definitely bonded.